Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dylan Brett. I'd like to welcome you to Woodbridge High School, where we have the second round of the Eastern Region Championships, the quarterfinals between the Broncos and the Golden Saints. It'll be a battle of the unbeatens here, as the game is set to start at 7 o'clock. Now both teams are ready to come out. Both teams once again coming into this game undefeated. The Broncos coming in at 11-0. The Golden Saints coming in at 9-0. This will be a single elimination tournament. Winner heads off to the next round. Loser goes home. Team captains now come to the center of the field, ready for the coin toss. As we are now just minutes from kickoff here, 6:52 at Woodbridge High School. It appears the Golden Saints will receive the opening kickoff, and the Broncos will be defending left.
And now, introducing.
Looks like our public address announcer is ready to get things ready and get things underway.
Outside of Woodbridge, coming in with a 9-0 undefeated record, ladies and gentlemen, the 2017 Golden Saints. And now, what you've been waiting for! All season long, you're undefeated, 11-0, Woodbridge Broncos! Woodbridge Broncos! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the center of the universe, as two titans of football in the same town meet on the gridiron today.
Teams now come to the middle to shake hands. We are now seconds from starting this one up. One of the most exciting games of the season to date. Quarterfinal win or go home. Both teams undefeated, and the atmosphere is electric here in Woodbridge.
Golden Saints will be taking over first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Broncos will be taking over on D. Bronco Nation, make some noise!
Golden Saints take over to begin the game at their own 35-yard line, just like most. Golden Saints come to the ball, and we are ready to get underway here. Starting quarterback number 7, Nick Shine, under center. 2 backs behind him in the backfield, along with a lone receiver out wide. Man in motion for the Saints. A trouble with the snap, and it's a keeper up the middle. And no, it's a fumble, and the Broncos recover.
Recovered by the Broncos.
So an ugly start to the game for the Golden Saints, and that'll put the Broncos in great field position at the 36-yard line to start this one off.
That'll bring up 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line for the Broncos.
So the Broncos open in Saints territory. They come to the ball now. Looks like a tight set here. 2 tight ends and 3 in the backfield. Not a single man out wide.
1st and 10.
Quarterback number 7, R.J. Wortman, under center. There's movement on the line. No flag yet. It'll be a toss to the outside. Number 3 sheds the tackle, still on his feet. Now across the 30 to the 25, still on his feet and into the red zone before he's taken down by a group of Golden Saints defenders. Still on his feet.
Number 3, Joshua Allen on the run, and
running back number 3, Joshua Allen on the carry, and that'll give the Broncos a first down on their first carry of the game.
Near 20-yard carry over the right-hand side by number 3, Joshua Allen. Ladies and gentlemen, 50-50s are going around. 50-50s are going around. Don't forget to pick up your 50-50. Shout-outs for
looking like an 18-yard carry there for Allen. And that'll give the Broncos a fresh set of downs from the 18-yard line.
Or what better way to embarrass them while they're on the field.
Still a tight set now. 1 receiver out wide. Still 2 tight ends for the Broncos.
1st and 10 Broncos.
They shift their offense to one side. Snap back to Allen again. It's a quarterback keeper. Reverses it the other way. He's got room along the sides. And it looks like he's going to take this one in for the touchdown. The Broncos strike first.
Joshua Allen, number 3, in for the score.
Joshua Allen runs into a tackler, but then reverses it towards the outside, and the Broncos are on the board to start this one, 6-0.
Broncos set up for the 2-point conversion.
Broncos now line up for the extra point. Two tight ends once again. It'll be snapped and a handoff right up the middle. Number 24 is in for the extra point. Julian Jones on the carry. Makes it 7-0 Broncos.
Golden Knights, Golden Saints 0, and your Woodbridge Broncos 7.
Jello Beats, holla at me.
Saints taking back over on offense on the 35-yard line.
Golden Saints will have it at the 35-yard line after a disastrous drive last time, hoping to avoid fumbling and try and tie this game up or possibly take the lead. Broncos come out, no safeties. 1 out wide to the right for the Golden Saints as they're in an I formation. Shine still under center. Correction, Gary Rojas under center, the new quarterback, as he hands it off up the middle. But not much at all on that one. Maybe a loss of a yard there. That brings up 2nd down and long.
That'll be a pickup of about 1 yard, bringing up 2nd and 9 for the Saints.
Second play of the drive for the Golden Saints looks to be about 2nd and 9. Fake to the lead back and hand it off to the tailback, number 5 up the middle. Solid yards there, but not much. Number 5, Jaden Johnson on the carry. Brings it to about 3rd and 7 here.
Pickup of about 2 more yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 7. Bronco Nation, 3rd and 7. Time to release the Stampede.
3rd and 7 for the Golden Saints. Rojas with the keeper to the outside, gets a block. Looking for the edge, still on his feet, but is taken down just near the 40, and that'll bring up 4th down for the Golden Saints.
That was Gary Rojas on the run. But met by a host of Bronco D. That'll bring up 4th and 6. Timeout.
It appears we've got a timeout, looks like taken by the offense as they get ready for this 4th down here.
Fourth and 6.
Now after the timeout, the Golden Saints will come to the ball on 4th down at about 6. They need to get to the 45 to convert. Broncos with 2 deep in the situation of a punt. As the kick is now up and away. Muffed at the 50-yard line, and let's see who falls on it first. And the Broncos, after muffing the punt, will retain possession, and they'll take over at about midfield, maybe the 49-yard line.
Broncos will be taking over 1st and 10. Ladies and gentlemen, just so you're aware, tickets for the spaghetti dinner supporting the Broncos.
Looks like the spot will be at about the 49,
are also available.
and that's where the Broncos will take over.
Going around to be sold. Don't forget your 50-50. And once again, shout-outs. $1 apiece for a shout-out. What better way to let your favorite player know you're thinking of them or remind them to clean up their room when they get home. Broncos 1st and 10, 49-yard line.
Different set of backs now behind the quarterback for the Broncos. Just one receiver out wide. He's out towards the left, and flags fly.
Flag on the play.
This is going to be a false start on the offense, and that'll move the Broncos back 5 yards to start this drive.
Back up about 5 yards. We'll do it again. 1st and 15.
Broncos break the huddle at the 44, and that's where they will take over. Same formation as the last play now. Golden Saints 2 safeties back deep. Linebackers playing well off the ball, about 5 yards back. Reverse towards the outside, number 13. There are flags. Still on his feet. And he brings the ball to about midfield. That was Josh Allen on the carry again.
On the left side, but there is a flag on the play.
Allen picks up 6, but there is a flag. As we wait to see the call now.
Flag against the Golden Saints.
Flag will be on the defense.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
That'll bring up 2nd down from midfield for the Broncos now.
2nd and 9 for the Broncos.
Look to be 2nd and 9 or 2nd and 10 here. Looks like between the 49 and the 50 the ball is.
Broncos set up 2nd and 9. Golden Saints defense looking to make a stop here.
Hard count now. A bit of trouble with the snap, but it's pitched towards the outside nonetheless. It's Joshua Allen once again. Allen breaks a tackle at the 40. Still on his feet. Joshua Allen inside the red zone, and he's going to take this one for another Broncos touchdown.
Touchdown! Number 3, Joshua Allen on his way, stampeding into the end zone once again.
It'll be Allen's second of the game. Puts the Broncos up 13-0 now early in the first quarter.
Joshua Allen's second trip to the end zone today. It is rumored that he gets first downs just by getting out of bed in the morning.
Broncos come to the line for the extra point. There's movement in the Golden Saints secondary as the corner comes in.
Flag on the play.
This will be offsides on the defense indeed.
There appeared to be some motion before the snap. That'll be against the Saints.
So the Broncos move up half the distance after the flag, and they'll have extra point conversion from the 1-yard line. Number 24, Julian Jones, the only receiver out wide. Fake handoff up the middle, and now it's a handoff to the tailback who gets in, and the extra point is good. 14-0 Broncos now. The Golden Saints still looking for their first points of the game.
The Woodbridge Golden Saints 0, and Woodbridge Broncos marching. Ladies and gentlemen, for the sake of clarity, please be advised the time is being kept on the field by the referees while the score is being updated by us up here.
So after the touchdown, the Golden Saints will be looking to put the ball in the end zone for the first time tonight, and they'll have to start that journey at the 35-yard line.
Let's eat middle. Don't forget you some baby. Your big sister. Golden Saints take over first and 10.
5 on the line for the Broncos, 1 out wide for the Golden Saints. Pitch towards the outside. Number 5 still on his feet, tried to get a stiff arm off, but he's going to be brought down by a sea of orange. Dropped in the backfield. Number 5, Jaden Johnson, tried to break away, but he's going to end up losing. Looks like about 7 yards.
For the Saints, Jaden Johnson.
Correction, loss of 6 on the carry. They'll spot him at the 29-yard line.
Tyreek Nordell in on the stop. That'll be a loss of about 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 16 for the Saints.
2nd and long now for the Golden Saints from the 30-yard line. I formation, 2 tight ends. Jaden Johnson out wide to the right. Nick Shine takes the snap from under center and hands it off to number 42, Brock Rosario, who is tackled almost immediately by number 42.
Wave of orange at the line of scrimmage. Picking up about 2 yards on the carry. That'll bring up 3rd.
Rosario grabs 2 on the carry, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 13 or 14 yards here.
Broncos defense being nothing less than stingy on giving up any yards. Saints looking to get a first down right here.
Shine into center once again. Man in motion. It'll be a handoff to the outside. Number 42, Brock Rosario, met immediately at the 25-yard line. That'll be number 24, Julian Jones, once again on the stop. Brings up 4th and forever.
Stop. Julian Jones. That'll bring up 4th and 20.
Golden Saints still looking for some yards on this drive, as they'll have to go about 19, 20 yards to get this first down. They'll have to bring the ball all the way to the 45-yard line. But it does not look like they will go for it here. Looks like they're set to punt. 2 men back deep for the Broncos. The kick is up and away. It's a line drive fielded by the returner over his shoulder. Still on his feet, number 34, breaks off a tackle. Now looking to the sideline across the 40 as he looks to get past the 35, but he's taken down by number 21.
On the punt return, Julian Jones.
Darius Ambrose on the tackle as the Broncos will take over first down and 10 inside Golden Saint territory.
R.J. Workman from the family. Shout out to number 13, Christian on the Broncos. Do your stuff. We love you.
Looks like we'll have a timeout here as we will resume play shortly.
You're welcome to make some shout outs to your players, coaches, family members, friends, and such as well. Shout out. Good luck, Bronco Mighty Mites from the Bronco Tiny Mites. Broncos take over. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line for the Broncos. A bit of a miscommunication between the Broncos, and they'll have to use one of their timeouts.
Broncos. Shout out. Go Bronco Mighty Mites. You got this from Bronco Cheer. And shout out. Hello, Pee Wee Cheer. You rocked that match Saturday. Love, Coach Lisa. Love, Coach Lysandra. First and 10 Broncos.
1st and 10 Broncos on their 3rd offensive possession of the night. They've succeeded in scoring a touchdown both times. It's been Josh Allen. This time a different runner on the carry. It's number 7 who was taken down from behind by Jaden Johnson.
To the outside, number 7 on the move. R.J. Wortman with it.
R.J. Wortman on the carry.
First down.
Moves the chains for the Broncos on the first play of the drive as they'll have it. It looks like the 28-yard line.
Referees, be advised, the clock operator is now in the booth. With that said, the clock is not working as of yet, so please continue as you were before. 1st and 10 Broncos.
Broncos have it after the carry on the last play. 2 tight ends and a wishbone set behind the quarterback. Handed off to the tailback, number 3, Joshua Allen, who pushes the pile further to pick up about 2 on the play. He'll bring it to the 25-yard line. Give us 2nd and 8 now.
That's a pickup of about 4 yards for a 2nd and 6 for the Broncos. 2nd and 6. Saints D trying to dig in.
Here's 2nd down now for the Broncos. Bit of a fake there. Now the quarterback lead blocking towards the outside. There's a flag down as number 24
Run to the outside by
picks up a few on the outside.
Flag on the play holding against the Broncos.
Will be a flag for a block in the back against the Broncos. And this play comes back now. Julian Jones on the last carry.
For a little bit of technical assistance, Jim Anderson.
2nd and long after the block in the black flag. Broncos switch up the formation a bit. It'll be another handoff to Jones. Jones up the middle, right up the gut. Julian Jones takes it for another Broncos touchdown, his first of the night.
Broncos! Julian Jones in on the score. Correction, Lanier Whetstone in on the score, number 34.
Broncos get their 3rd score of the day now from a different back, as they'll now have a 3-score lead, and we're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. Quarterback to throw, looking wide open, end zone, but just over the head of the receiver. Point no good. Score stays 20-0.
However, he still touched the end zone today, bringing the score.
Lanier Whetstone was the intended receiver on that one.
Woodbridge Broncos 20.
R.J. Wortman, the quarterback, as the Broncos now lead 3 scores in this one.
And that is the end of the 1st quarter, ladies and gentlemen.
That'll do it for the 1st quarter. Once again, your score: Broncos 20, Golden Saints 0. Golden Saints will have the ball to start the 3rd quarter at the 35-yard line. So here we go. We flip the field, and the Golden Saints will have it at the 35-yard line to start the 2nd quarter.
Together a drive to the end zone.
Golden Saints sticking to their main formation here, as they haven't moved out of it much this whole game. Once again, it's Johnson to the outside, handed off to the lead back. Finally, some yards for the Golden Saints as they'll move the ball to about the 39 for a pickup of 4. Solid hole there for number 48, Marley McCown, on his first carry of the game, and that'll bring up 2nd down at about 6.
And another shout out to Jocelyn James and the Junior Varsity Regional Champs. Rock that mat in Disney.
Golden Saints once again run out of the I form. Broncos linebackers lay off a bit. It's a handoff up the middle, tries to cut it towards the outside, but a solid hit laid there by number 7.
Through the defense.
And time it was R.J. Wortman on the stop.
Several Broncos.
Solid hit there.
Number 12 on the carry for the Saints.
Number 42, Brock Rosario, brings the ball between the 40 and the 41-yard line. Looks to be about 3rd down and 5.
That'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Saints, looking for a first down here.
Golden Saints still searching for their first down of this one. They'll have a pretty solid shot at doing so here, as they need 5 yards to convert. We'll have to try to push this ball to the 45-yard line. Johnson out wide, McCowan and Rosario in the backfield. Man in motion coming across. Handed off to the receiver to the outside. Looks like a jet sweep, but he is stopped for a loss of 1. And that'll bring up 4th and 6.
Jaden Johnson.
Stopped by a group of Broncos players led by number 12.
That'll bring up 4th and 6.
Rohit Valjala on the stop. As the Golden Saints lose a couple feet there, and they'll take a timeout there, second of the half.
Timeout Saints.
Coach is off the field now as we are ready to come back after the timeout. Golden Saints will have a 4th down and 5 situation from the 40-yard line.
4th and 5.
Got just over 7 minutes to go in the second quarter here. Golden Saints do not look like they're going to punt here. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down for the first time in this game.
Orange is the Woodbridge Broncos, and white is the Golden Saints. Formerly Saints Associated, but they're also a team from in town.
Golden Saints sub a different receiver this time. It's number 8, Keanu Ortiz, but he'll move to the line as a tight end. Play action, now a throw, downfield to Ortiz, falls just short, and complete turnover on downs. Broncos take over.
We're number 8.
Keanu Ortiz, the intended receiver. Number 7, Nick Shine, the quarterback. And that'll set up 1st and 10 for the Broncos. They'll have it at the 40-yard line. Another drive starting in solid field position for them.
Broncos take over on 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line of the Saints. Looking to continue their march. Golden Saints trying to make a stop right here.
So the Broncos come to the ball on offense now for the first time in this second quarter. It'll be quarterback number 7, R.J. Wortman, under center. Golden Saints stack the box here, moving their secondary in. Corners showing blitz. There's movement on the line. No flags. It'll be a toss outside number 24. Reverses it the other way. Now cuts back across the 35 into about the 33-yard line before he's taken down. Looks like number 35, Kyle Campos, on the tackle. Julian Jones on the carry brings up 2nd down and about 3.
2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. Once again, movement on the line. No flag. Handed off. Up the middle. Joshua Allen breaks a tackle. Allen still on his feet. Beats the safety, and he is gone. His 3rd of the day. Touchdown, Broncos. Make it 26-0, and this one's getting out of hand very quickly, folks.
For the 3rd time today, Joshua Allen into the end zone for a touchdown.
Broncos going for their extra point for the 4th time tonight. They'll come to the ball in a bit of a more spread out look. Just moving on both sides of the line.
Appears to be some early motion.
And another flag.
Multiple flags.
About a half a dozen flags coming in after the whistle now. Still no signal from either referee yet. It'll be a false start on the offense and a personal foul on the defense.
So the 2 calls on the play were false start, Broncos, unsportsmanlike conduct for the Golden Saints, penalties offset if I'm not mistaken, and we're all going to do this again.
Now another try for the extra point after the pair of penalties. I do believe they have offset. Quarterback to throw again for the extra point. Looking, end zone, caught. He came down with it, and the extra point is good. Make it 27-0. Solid throw and a great leaping catch in the end zone.
The Golden Saints 0 and your Woodbridge Broncos 27. Broncos team lines up on the 35-yard line. Saints take over 1st and 10, looking to march their way into the end zone for the 1st time tonight.
Golden Saints still looking for their first points of the game now, with just over 6 minutes to play in the first half. Hoping to put one in the end zone before halftime to try and keep this one close. It'll be a fake handoff to the outside. Quarterback breaks a tackle. Still on his feet across midfield. This will be Brock Rosario on the keeper across the 40-yard line. And the Golden Saints have their first really solid carry of the night now, as they set themselves up at the 39-yard line of the Broncos. Now after the big carry out of the Wildcat from Rosario, the Golden Saints have it, looks like between the 39 and the 40-yard line. Trying to give life to the offense, but the snap is high. Quarterback falls on it, and they'll lose quite a few yards here. Looks like about 8-yard loss. Golden Saints retain possession, and they'll have it at about the 48-yard line. Brings up 2nd down and 18.
Got some more shout-outs to the booth. Shout out to Rhino R.J. Workman, a.k.a. Beast Mode, from Sophia, August. Shout out, Go Broncos. Great job, Jeremiah Allen, from your auntie. 2nd and 18 for the Saints.
2nd and 18 for the Golden Saints now. 2 tight ends, I formation. 1 receiver out wide at midfield. Pitch towards the outside. Rosario again. There's a man in his face, and he will go nowhere. Loss of 3.
Number 42 for the Saints. Brock Rosario.
Taken down by a host of Golden Saints defenders. He's met with a sea of orange. It's another loss of yards.
The Broncos on defense. That's going to bring up 3rd and 20. Shout out, Go Broncos. Great job, Joshua from Auntie. Shout out, let's go, Mighty Mite Golden Saints. We are one. 10th family, fly Golden Saints.
Looks about 3rd and forever for the Golden Saints. It's a pitch towards the outside yet again. It's looking like a reverse to Jaden Johnson, number 5. Got a man behind him, still on his feet, and gets some solid yards. Flags down after the play. Has it at about the 44. Brings up 4th and 14, but there are flags down. Here's the signal from the ref now. Ref still waiting to signal the booth. No call yet. Flag is still on the field. Now appears to be talking to one of the coaches.
Horse collar?
This will be a flag. A horse collar.
Okay.
Referee's now discussing. And it looks like the ball will be at about the...
Okay.
They had it at the 50 now. They'll move it. It'll be a penalty on the Broncos.
First and 10 for the Saints.
A horse collar call.
Horse collar.
That moves them to the 35-yard line now for 3rd down once again.
Possibly a face mask. Correction, 3rd and 6.
And the Golden Saints now turn 3rd and forever into 3rd and manageable. It'll be about 6 yards to get to the sticks.
3 minutes to go in the first half, ladies and gentlemen, and the Saints are on the move.
Clock bleeds inside. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Golden Saints still looking for their first points of this one. 1 receiver out wide at the 36-yard line. Quarterback calling signals. Hard count, a pitch to the outside. Number 42 tries to spin off a tackle. Makes another move, and he's brought down by a sea of orange again. The Broncos defense has been stout so far in this one, as they're looking to post a shutout in the first half.
That'll bring up 4th and 11 for the Saints.
Looks to be between 4th and 10 and 4th and 11. Looks like 4th and 11 for the Golden Saints from the 40-yard line. They'll need to get to the 29 in order to convert here. They've already tried going for it once. In this game, they were unsuccessful.
Two minutes to go in the first half.
As the defense takes a timeout here. I believe that's their second of the half. As the clock pauses here with 1:55 to go here in half number 1.
exhibition on 50/50s, and don't forget your tickets to the spaghetti dinner. Get them while they're hot. Shout out to the Chain Gang crew. Chain Gang by night, male supermodels by day.
So it'll be 4th and long for the Golden Saints from the 40-yard line now. Broncos secondary is going to lay off the ball a little bit. It's a handoff up the middle, runs into his own player, tries to reverse it the other way, but he's met by a sea of Broncos players led by number 3.
Right up the middle, found a host of orange waiting for him.
Joshua L on the initial hit, and that will be a turnover on downs. Broncos take over.
We have an injury timeout with a Saint down.
Injury time out of the play. So after the injury, the Broncos will take over 1st down and 10. Golden Saints turn it over on downs for the 2nd time tonight. They'll take over on their own 42-yard line. Now for the minute 45 to try and put one in with, I believe, 1 timeout.
1st and 10. Minute 45 to go. Broncos looking to get on the scoreboard once again. Saints looking to make that stop.
Broncos making substitutions before the snap. Now it looks like they're ready. Hard count. Moving on to the defensive line, but nobody jumps. It's a handoff up the middle. Now they're going to try to reverse this the other way. Got quite a bit of speed there. Number 13 now going back the other way. And he has a bunch of space out the sideline. Gets a solid block. Missed tackle. Still on his feet across the 40 to the 35 to the 30. Still on his feet. Cuts back towards the middle. And he's finally taken down and the ball's out.
All the way down to the 15-yard line.
Lost the ball, comes out at the 15-yard line. Broncos retain possession. And the huge gain stands. They'll have it at the 15-yard line of the Golden Saints.
I turn the mic on, man. Number 13, Christian Kerrigan on the triple reverse, rushing about 145 yards for that 1st down pickup.
Timeout taken by the Golden Saints. After that carry, it was quite the interesting one. He went to the left, then he cut back towards the right. Then he cut back the other way and tried to go the other way again. Really great blocking on that play by the Broncos.
10 seconds to go in the 1st half.
As they will now have a minute and 10 seconds to try and put one in the end zone here to close out the 1st half.
And we're back. 1st and 10, Broncos 15-yard line.
Coaches clear off the field. We're ready for a fresh set of downs for the Broncos. They'll have it at the 15. Still plenty of time to try and put one in here, but with a limited number of timeouts. They've already used, I believe, 2 of them.
Flags fly liberally.
About 3 flags on the play. In the words of our public address announcer, flags fly liberally.
The Broncos appeared to have been a little bit of motion before the snap.
A false start will move them back to the 20.
That's going to bring up a first and 15 at the 20-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 15 now.
Saints defense trying to protect that end zone with a minute to go in the game, in the half.
Look at the score, man, and it's like, I'm sorry.
I feel you on that one. Run towards the outside for the Broncos. Cuts it back towards the middle. Now goes back the other way. Number 32 makes a solid juke move. Still on his feet. Rushing towards the pylons. Flags down.
All the way into the end zone, waiting for an official signal. Nope, he was out at the 3-yard line, but there are flags on the play.
Flags on the play. Looks like that one came in all the way in the backfield. For the moment, the Broncos will have it on the 3-yard line, still waiting on an official signal. Now 33 seconds on the clock.
Against the Broncos, that run will come back.
And a solid run there will come back for the Broncos on a holding call.
That's not holding. That's flipping, maybe?
I don't know what the call was, but I saw someone get hit from behind. I don't know what that signal means. Looks like a 15-yard penalty now.
Either way, it's first and really far.
I beg your pardon, a 10-yard flag. Moves him back to the 30-yard line. First down and quite a long way to go for the Broncos. Here's the speedy halfback, number 13 again. Reverses it the other way. Runs through 2 tacklers, but he can't escape number 53.
Trying to reverse this field once again, but one time.
Zacharias Guzman on the stop. Trying to reverse the field once again with the Broncos. But this time to no avail. Number 13, Christian Carrington on the carry. He's had a couple nice runs so far in this one.
Again, CNC Football Factory, trying to make something out of nothing. Injury timeout, Saints on the field.
Injury timeout now with 11 seconds to play in the half.
Laps it out for number 55. Marco Riviera. "11 seconds left to go in the half. Second and OMG.
Looks to be second down.
Flag on the play.
And about. Well, it was cut off by the ref there as more flags come in.
Mouthpiece infraction.
Some sort of personal infraction on the play moved the Broncos back even further to the 35-yard line.
We're now at second and capital, OMG. And that's the half, ladies and gentlemen.
And before they can run a final play, that's the half. Your first half concludes with the score: Broncos 27, Golden Saints 0. Broncos will open up with the ball here at their own 35-yard line, trying to increase their lead here. Broncos will open up once again on their own 35.
Broncos.
2 tight ends and 3 in the backfield behind the quarterback. Referee signaling before the play. And it looks like we're ready to go. Here's the snap, and the second half is underway with a carry right up the middle of the tailback, who's immediately stopped.
Driven back immediately by the Saints.
Number 53, Zacharias Guzman on the carry, or on the tackle.
Recovered by the Broncos.
There was a fumble on the play, but the Broncos immediately recovered.
That's going to bring up a 2nd and 13.
And the Broncos' first play of the half goes backwards, brings up 2nd and 12, maybe 2nd and 13 here. Ball on about the 32-yard line. Golden Saints showing a blitz up the middle here. Handoff, a bit of trouble with it. Now he's going to try to reverse it the other way, and he just goes down. I think he might have slipped there. As number 13, Christian Carrington, goes down in the backfield for another loss of yards. It'll be 3rd and 15 now for the Broncos.
Golden Saints trying to make a stand on defense right here.
Third and long now for the Broncos. They've got about 15 yards if they want to convert here. They'll have to try to bring this ball to the 45 to pick up a first down and move the chains. Handoff to the lead back. Number 22. Still going towards the outside. He busted around the outside. Looking now for the corner. He's across the 40. And to about the 43 before he's taken down.
After showing to the end. Picking up
Solid misdirection play there. Shows inside. And then breaks it around the outside. It'll be 4th and short for the Broncos after a solid run to the outside there.
Broncos looking for the first down and more right here. Saints trying to bring this drive to an end.
Broncos yet to go for it on 4th down now. Golden Saints will try to force a turnover on downs for the first time tonight. Broncos will have to move the ball about 3 or 4 yards. And everybody in towards the line. There's movement, flags down. Looks like this is going to be an offside. And indeed it will. I believe that moved the chains for the Broncos.
And that's going to be a Bronco first down.
So now with a fresh set of downs, the Broncos will have the ball at the 46-yard line. Looking to move the ball into Golden Saint territory for the first time of the half. Got about 6.5 minutes to go in the quarter. Quarterback calling signals. Different quarterback under center, I believe. Pitch to the outside. He's got a bit of room. He gets a solid block, but he's dropped from behind. Christian Carrington is taken down by Brock Rosario. And I do believe my eyes as the Broncos have another quarterback. It's Tyler Campbell lining up under center on that play.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 14.
Looks to be about 2nd down and 14 yards to go now for the Broncos, as they'll have it at the 43-yard line.
Second and 14 for the Broncos.
Second and long for the Broncos offense. Golden Saints secondary laying off the ball a bit. Now they move a little bit further in. Hard count from the quarterback. Campbell hands it off. Fake reverse, and number 13, Carrington, has some room. Jukes a man out, and he's got a bunch of space up the sidelines. See you later, Christian Carrington. Touchdown, Broncos.
Bronco touchdown! Christian Carrington in for the touchdown, CNC Football Factory.
Christian Carrington's first touchdown carry of the night. He had a few solid runs in the first half as he puts the Broncos up now 33-0 over the Golden Saints. As they'll set up for the extra point here coming out of the huddle. Broncos having a bit of trouble setting up their formation here. Now they come to the ball ready to run their extra point play. Keeper to the outside. Campbell is taken down at the 5-yard line. Extra point, no good. 42, Brock Rosario on the stop. And that'll keep your score at 33-0.
Broncos 33. Saints take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line, looking to make their way down the field into the end zone.
Golden Saints ready for their first drive of the half after the Broncos marched down the field. Took them about 6.5 minutes. Solid long drive now. Golden Saints still trying to avoid the shutout as they'll open up at their own 35-yard line.
Been stingy all day. Golden Saints looking to make their mark on the scoreboard right here.
There will be a man in motion. Now a quick screen pass to the outside. Jaden Johnson, solid block. Stiff arm still on his feet across midfield. Still moving. Solid juke move. Another solid block and a well-blocked screen by the Golden Saints moves Jaden Johnson to the 41-yard line and into Bronco territory. First down.
Caught by Jaden Johnson. Taken all the way down to the 41-yard line of the Broncos. First and 10.
So after the big game, Saints have it first down and 10. I formation, 2 tight ends to the left side. Play action. Gary Rojas steps into his throw. Looks downfield just beyond the reach of the outstretched arms of Jaden Johnson. Multiple flags after the play coming in the backfield.
Unsportsmanlike, late hit on the QB.
Personal foul against the Broncos. Believe they hit the quarterback late on that one. And the personal foul moved them up 15 yards. Golden Saints move the chains for the second time this drive. Let's see where they'll spot this one.
That'll give the Saints first and 10 at the 26-yard line of the Broncos.
Golden Saints nearing closer to the red zone now. They'll have it at the 26-yard line. As they break from a long huddle. Inside, a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. 3 backs behind the QB for the Golden Saints. And 1 receiver out wide, it's Shine. Handoff to the outside. Jaden Johnson. Not much but a few yards, maybe 3 yards on that one. Give us 2nd and 7.
Number 17 of the Broncos, Jamil Lewis. Gain of about 3 on the play, bringing up...
Jamil Lewis leads a group of Bronco defenders for the stop there. And the Golden Saints will have 2nd down and 6 or 7 yards to go here.
50 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Golden Saints still looking for maybe a play or two in this third quarter. They'll have to move swiftly, though, if they want to try and come back or even put a dent in this lead. This time is not on their side. Handoff Rosario, off tackle, met immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Met by a host of defenders on the right-hand
Number
side.
42 on the tackle.
Taken down for a loss.
That was Caden Radis.
Third. And 8.
Looks like 3rd down, 9 yards to go here.
And that is the end of the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen.
And as the Golden Saints come to the line, the third quarter draws to a close. Broncos still with a comfortable lead, up over 30 points on the Golden Saints.
And your Woodbridge Broncos, 33.
So here we go, 4th quarter of football, 10 minutes to play. Golden Saints will have it 3rd down and 4 to go.
You got this, Mitey Mite. Bronco Junior Pee Wee football.
Pitch to the outside. Reverse now, Jaden Johnson, number 5 again. Breaks a tackle in the backfield, across the 20 to the 15. 10, still on his feet. And he's met by a group of defenders at the 11-yard line. 1st down. A double reverse play, a bit of trickery from the Golden Saints, as they'll have 1st down at the 11. I believe it will not be 1st and goal quite yet.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, get your 50-50 tickets ready. Get your 50-50 tickets ready. 135 to the winner. Correction, 137 to the winner minus my cut. And the ticket number is 3070591. 3070591. Please report to
Golden Saints nearing the end zone for the first time in this one. They're inside the red zone. High snap handled well by the quarterback. Keep it to the outside, Rosario. Maybe a yard on that one, but not much. Brings up 2nd down.
Over the left-hand side by the Saints, swallowed up by a host of Bronco defenders. That'll bring up 2nd. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Saints. Saints trying to find their way into the end zone. Ladies and gentlemen, like to announce the winner.
2nd down and roughly 9 yards to go, maybe 10. Another pitch to the outside. It's a halfback pass. Looking end zone. It's picked off at the 2-yard line. Now going to try and return it. Across the 20, he's got a lot of room. Gets a block. Across the 30. Still on his feet and finally taken down by Johnson and I believe number 44.
By number 24.
Joseph Abreu. And Julian Jones on the interception wipes out the Golden Saints' chance of points on that drive as they still hold the shutout.
In case any of you did not hear him.
Broncos take over once again now inside 7 minutes to play in this one.
Just don't forget my cut. Broncos take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the interception, the Broncos will have it at the 20-yard line. Clock continues to run, 6.5 to play in regulation. Broncos ready for their first play of this possession. Tight set once again, wishbone formation, handoff right up the middle, met immediately at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, number 11.
Swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Looked like Tyreek Nordle on the carry.
That'll bring up second.
Large group of Golden Saints defenders on the tackle. Brings up second down and 10 yards to go. No gain on the play.
Second and 10. Broncos on the ball.
Second and 10 from the 20. A little bit of a misdirection there. Handed off to the tailback. Breaks a tackle in the backfield. Now looks towards the outside, but he's taken down by number 5 and number 44.
A defender or two and then taken down. After a brief
Jaden Johnson and Joseph Abreu on the stop. That'll bring up third down and about 6 or 7 yards to go. We're now halfway through this fourth quarter of play, 5 to go. Trying to convert on third down once again. It's the Broncos. Hand it off towards the outside. Makes a solid move on a defender, and he's tripped up.
As elusive as a shadow. That's going to be a Bronco first down.
Moves the chains, brings it to about the 32.
Ball carried once again by number 3, Joshua Allen.
Joshua Allen on the carry once again has been having a solid game with 3 touchdowns to his name already. It'll now be first and 10, still inside Bronco territory at the 31, with now just over 3.5 to play and counting. Broncos go right up the gut once again. Into a pile, they push it forward for a gain of a couple.
Hey, diddle, straight up the middle into the arms of the awaiting Golden Saints.
Making something out of nothing there. Looks like Joshua Allen on the carry once again.
Second and 7.
Pick up about 2 or 3 yards. Make it second and 7.
3 minutes to go in the game. 3 minutes to go in the game.
Broncos now ready for a second down situation here. Got about 7 yards to convert at the 42.
Second and 7.
2 tight ends and 3 in the backfield. Hand it off right up the middle. Gonna try and bounce this one towards the outside, but he's immediately met at about the 36-yard line.
Up about 2 yards on the carry.
Guzman on the tackle again. He's had a few nice plays in this fourth quarter. Brings up third down and about 5 yards to go for the Broncos. Trying to run the clock out now as we are inside 2 minutes to play.
The Broncos.
Clock continues to run. Broncos sending a majority of their tight ends to one side. Trouble with the snap. Flag on the play. False start on the Broncos. Moves them back 5 yards. As we now inside 90 seconds to play in this one.
20 to go. Yes, we'll bring up 3rd and 11.
Penalty makes it 3rd and about 11 to go from the 30-yard line. A minute to go. Broncos trying to stall out every second before the snap. Quarterback calling signals. Everyone's still in tight. Fake handoff, and now one to the tailback, number 5. Cuts it back up the middle before he's taken out at the 40-yard line.
Run all the way out.
Jeremiah Allen on the carry.
First down.
Gives the Broncos a first down, I believe, and now they'll have plenty of time to run this clock out. "20 seconds to go, and no play will be needed." That'll be the game.
Is the game.
Broncos win 33-0 over the Golden Saints, and the Broncos will be advancing to the the Garden State Championship semifinals, while the Golden Saints go home with a 9-1 record.
33. Congratulations to both teams and both organizations.
That'll be it here from Woodbridge High School. Once again, your final score, 33-0 Broncos, as they are now one game from reaching the championship.